Is The Expanse about to be saved again, but not by who we thought? Are there two streaming services battling for this TV show? Welcome to Sidetrack, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. So a couple of weeks ago I did a video about how Amazon were actually storyboarding out a trilogy of movies for The Expanse. But I'm now being told that actually the storyboarding process was only done for Amazon to A, figure out how much it would actually cost to produce this trilogy of movies, and B, figure out if they could even do the project justice in a movie format, whether the book could be translated to a movie in any sort of effective way. I'm now being told that actually Amazon are cooling their interest in this because after looking into it and doing the storyboarding and kicking it around the office a little bit, they're starting to believe that one, it would be too expensive to produce, and two, they couldn't do it justice anyway. So this leaves it open for Alcon. Now Alcon are that company that actually produced the TV series. They own the rights to The Expanse. Amazon are just the company that bought it. Now Alcon are pretty good when it comes to their contracts. Sci-Fi, who actually initially commissioned this TV series, ended up cancelling it after the third series, at least in part because of the contract they had with Alcon. They didn't like the power Alcon kept, particularly when it comes to distribution rights worldwide. Sci-Fi was spending a lot of money producing this TV show and maybe not getting the return they hoped because of the contract they had with Alcon. When Amazon saved the TV show, they made sure they got worldwide distribution rights that they keep. But Alcon were, again, a little bit savvy. I'm being told that actually part of the contract is that Amazon have the right to pick up the 7th season. But if they don't, those rights revert back to Alcon, and they are then allowed to sell those rights onto a second party without any fees or penalties paid to Amazon. Now, Amazon will still own the distribution rights for the first 6 seasons. Those aren't going anywhere. They're staying on Amazon Prime. Now, there is another contractual problem that Amazon have. They were, like I say, genuinely thinking about doing a trilogy of movies. But the contracts they have with Alcon are only for a TV series. They don't have any movie rights. So this would have required them to negotiate a new contract with Alcon. Now, this is something that could still happen, but it isn't very likely as, again, insiders are telling me that Alcon aren't particularly keen to do that. They would much rather see a full-blown TV series, something that they can get a much better return on their dollar for, than a trilogy of movies. So it looks like Alcon would prefer a TV series, in which case it doesn't look like Amazon are going to produce it, so somebody else could. This opens the door to 2 big streaming services. One of those being Netflix. Now, Netflix actually had the distribution rights to the first 3 series of The Expanse before Amazon came in. I saw the first 3 series of The Expanse on Netflix. Outside of the United States, that's where everybody saw The Expanse. So Netflix already has a working relationship with Alcon. They already have a connection to the show, and they reported really good numbers with The Expanse when it was first on their network. So they would love to have The Expanse back. Now, what they would actually do with it and how it would look, we'll talk about in a second, because the second company that is interested in this is actually HBO Max. Now, as I said in my previous video when I'm talking about Babylon 5 and how HBO Max is considering taking that from the CW, HBO Max is also considering The Expanse. Now, Alcon actually does have a working relationship with Warner Brothers too. They produce several movies for Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers had the distribution rights for those. And I'm being told that Warner Brothers had already made it known to Alcon that if the Amazon rights do return to them, that they would be very, very interested in taking on this project and producing 3 television series that would go directly to HBO Max. So, what would the TV series look like if it did return? Well, for one, I'm being told that it would probably be packaged a little bit differently. The HBO or Netflix are going to want to have a little bit of separation from the other project, the 6 original series, because those will still be being shown on Amazon. They're going to want a little bit different. They're going to want a little bit of separation from those. One way they could do this is by actually naming each series maybe directly after the book, or coming back with some like Expanse Rising or something like that. Having the title even just a little bit different would give them a little bit of separation from the first 6 series and a little bit of separation from the Amazon product. They're going to want to make it in some ways their own. Now, there's also 30 years between book 6 and book 7. That allows them, again, to have some changes, some stylistic changes, some actor changes, and so on. New characters, new people, new team developing, and a new look in some ways. But they're going to want to, at the same time, keep it as close to the original as humanly possible so that it doesn't alienate the existing fans, because this is really a cult TV show. The people that love The Expanse love The Expanse. I get comments all the time on my channel saying that The Expanse is actually the best sci-fi we've had on our TV screens in years. And I don't necessarily disagree with them. As a grown-up sci-fi TV show, you can't really do much better than The Expanse. So just to clarify that though, they're going to want it to be different in some ways, but they're going to want to keep the original feel and the original look so that it doesn't alienate the existing fans. Guys, what do you think? Do you think The Expanse could be saved again? Do you think Amazon are fools for letting this series go? And if it were to go to HBO Max and Netflix, would the Amazon executives be kicking themselves? Please leave a comment and tell me exactly what you think. And if you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps me out. And if you want to become a fully fledged sci trekker and support the channel, you can hit the join button below. As always, guys, please stay safe. I'll see you next time.